Portugal enters this match with the face of a favorite, but the night does not feel simple. There is control in their name, a clean technical promise that makes people expect the ball to obey them. DR Congo brings a different kind of threat. It does not arrive dressed as calm football. It arrives like weather changing over the pitch. The first minutes may look manageable for Portugal if the ball stays close to their feet, yet comfort can become dangerous when the opponent is waiting to break the rhythm rather than join it. DR Congo will not need the match to look polished. They will want the body of the match to feel loud, the kind of contact that makes Portugal notice the surface shifting underneath them. One early challenge can change the mood without changing the score. A loose second ball near midfield can make the favorite realize this is not a night that will stay clean just because Portugal wants it that way. The storm does not need to arrive all at once. Sometimes it begins with one rough touch and a crowd suddenly listening harder. Portugal's strength lives in rhythm. When their passes begin landing at the right speed, the match can start looking like it belongs to them. The danger is that DR Congo will try to make that rhythm feel expensive. Even a midfield pass that should be routine can arrive with pressure already breathing on the receiver. Out wide, freedom may appear for a second before the sideline turns into a trap. Portugal can still move beautifully through small spaces, but beauty has to survive contact here. DR Congo will want the game to feel less like a pattern and more like a fight that keeps interrupting the pattern. That kind of pressure does not always look organized from far away. It can feel messy, almost wild, and that is exactly where it becomes useful. Portugal must not confuse possession with peace. Holding the ball does not mean the night is listening. The storm begins before the ball is lost. DR Congo will try to steal comfort before they steal control. If Portugal begins rushing the next pass, the favorite will have entered the storm without admitting it. DR Congo's best moments may come when Portugal believes the attack is safe. That is where danger hides. Portugal pushes a little higher because the ball feels secure. Somewhere behind the move, space begins to open quietly. Then a duel breaks the wrong way, and the whole field changes direction before Portugal can reset its shape. DR Congo will live for that kind of second. It does not require a perfect move. It only needs enough power to make Portugal turn toward its own goal. The first counterattack can leave a mark even if it dies before the box. After that, the next Portuguese attack will carry memory in it. One defender suddenly stays a little deeper than the move seems to require. In midfield, the shoulder check comes earlier, as if the warning is still under the skin. These details look small, but they change the personality of a favorite. Portugal may not see the warning until the run is already behind them. DR Congo can use one transition to make Portugal less fluid. The storm does not have to destroy control immediately. It only has to make control nervous. The first 20 minutes may decide whether Portugal plays with authority or begins negotiating with discomfort. An early goal would calm many things. It would stretch DR Congo's plan and give Portugal the space that makes their technical quality feel inevitable. Without that goal, the match can become heavier. Portugal may keep the ball and still feel the night refusing to open. DR Congo can defend deep without looking defeated if every clearance carries belief back into their shape. Inside the box, one block can make Portugal rush the next decision before the chance has settled. A cross cleared with no panic sounds ordinary at first. After enough repetitions, the favorite starts hearing resistance in it. Frustration rarely announces itself. It slips through a pass that suddenly carries too much weight. Sometimes it shows up later, in a player asking for the ball with less trust than before. That is when a favorite starts arguing quietly with its own tempo. DR Congo will collect those signs. If the favorite grows impatient, the storm becomes easier to feed. The emotional pressure belongs mostly to Portugal because they are expected to explain the match with the ball. DR Congo has another kind of freedom. They can survive uncomfortable minutes and still feel like the night has not escaped them. Portugal cannot enjoy that patience for too long. Every spell without reward makes control feel less convincing. The crowd may still see the favorite in charge, but players know when authority has started thinning. DR Congo will try to keep the score close enough for irritation to enter Portugal's decisions. They do not need to dominate the pitch. Making Portugal feel delayed can be enough. The longer the match stays narrow, the more the favorite has to prove with every touch. For Portugal, the cleanest version of the night is one where quality explains everything before panic gets involved. DR Congo has no reason to accept that version. That heaviness is exactly what they want. Once the match moves into that territory, the shirt with the bigger name begins carrying a different weight. It is still the favorite's shirt, but it no longer feels light. There is a physical noise DR Congo can bring that does not need the crowd. It starts in the first contact after a pass, then returns when the loose ball refuses to settle where Portugal wants it. Portugal may try to slow the match down and pass around the pressure until the storm loses patience. DR Congo will want the opposite feeling, a game with scratches in it, a game where every elegant move has to fight through something ugly first. That can disturb a favorite more than a clean tactical plan. A ball bouncing near midfield can become a battle Portugal has to win twice before the attack even begins. The rhythm starts bending there. Portugal may still complete passes, but the smoothness can feel forced rather than natural. Too much caution gives DR Congo time to step closer. A careless forward step, taken because the favorite wants to look fearless, can open grass behind the line. The storm can live in that hesitation alone. Portugal has to keep balance without falling into either mistake. DR Congo will keep testing that balance until it bends. Group K gives this opener a sharper edge. Portugal knows a clean start can settle the room around them. Anything weaker will travel into the next match and change the way people ask questions. DR Congo understands the power of that disturbance. 1 point would already be noisy if Portugal has to carry it forward. Leaving with everything would do more than surprise the group, the emotional shape of it would change before Portugal has time to repair the damage. That is why this match cannot be treated like a simple favorite against a smaller name. The table may look empty at kickoff, but pressure has already entered it. Portugal needs the path to look straight from the beginning, almost boring in its clarity. For DR Congo, every extra minute survived puts another pair of eyes on that path. The longer the underdog survives, the more the group begins to feel narrower around Portugal. Other teams will notice if the favorite looks reachable. That is why the opener already feels crowded. At a World Cup, one rough opener does not stay in one night. It follows a team beyond the final whistle and waits there, somewhere in the body, before the next kickoff. Frustration is where DR Congo can make the match dangerous. Portugal may spend long spells looking better without feeling safe. The ball can stay near DR Congo's half, and still the score may refuse to move. That refusal can start working on the favorite from the inside. A shot leaves the foot too early because patience begins to feel slow. Later, a pass gets pushed into a space that was never open, and the mistake looks less tactical than emotional. DR Congo will read that shift. After one calm clearance, the defensive line can stand a little taller without saying anything. The midfielder who spent long minutes chasing may ask for the ball with more courage. Portugal must be careful when control starts turning into irritation. From the screen, the match might still look manageable. On the pitch, the emotional center can already be moving away. That storm does not need permission to grow. Once belief appears in DR Congo's body language, Portugal is no longer playing against a low block. It is playing against a clock that feels faster while the storm keeps learning where the favorite is fragile. So Portugal enters with the larger name, but DR Congo brings a danger that refuses to behave quietly. That is what makes this match feel unsafe. Portugal can win it if their rhythm becomes sharp early and the storm is forced to stay outside the game. But if the night stays close, DR Congo will begin growing into every loose touch Portugal leaves behind. The favorite must prove that control is still command, not decoration. DR Congo only needs one opening to make the whole pitch feel different. At the World Cup, reputation walks in before the players, but second balls and open grass behind a high defender belong to the match itself, not the name on the shirt. Portugal will have to earn calm in a match designed to disturb it. The longer DR Congo remains alive, the heavier every Portuguese pass becomes. That is how a favorite starts hearing the storm before the sky changes. The scoreboard may begin at 0, but the noise is already waiting around the edges. And if Portugal lets the knight turn wild, DR Congo will not need permission to drag the favorite into fire.